Hello, everyone. Welcome to the second episode of Season 2 of the Zacky And Veggie show. Today, me and Video Game Review, as usual, are joined by Belle,
Hello.
who is a Super Mario Odyssey. Um,
Person.
do you still trick jump?
Okay, I was like, don't say it. I know you want to. No, I don't.
Okay, Super Mario Odyssey enthusiast. And we are going to be reviewing the interesting farming direct this week. It's pretty good. Pretty
I think interesting is a bit of a stretch word.
pretty interesting direct.
Yeah.
So lots of JRPGs were announced, and everyone here knows how much I love my JRPG farming games. So
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I love JRPGs.
exactly,
I've played like the first hour of Xenoblade.
yeah. I've never played Xenoblade or any
not
other
good.
JRPGs. So
It's not that good.
yeah. All right. So kicking off the direct, first of all, my expectations for the direct were a little bit higher than they should have been, as we didn't get an E3 direct and we don't really know anything about next year. Most of my predictions were right, but I did think we were going to see a Mario movie trailer, which I'll touch on later. And then I also thought we were going to see some sort of actual like new platforming game, but we didn't really. Um, so yeah, the first announcement in the direct was Fire Emblem Engage, which I think was rumored a long time ago. So that was interesting. Any thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it sure is Fire Emblem, and I know people like Fire Emblem, so
Yeah.
that's pretty neat. I don't like Fire Emblem. I've only played Three Houses, and I've heard for like a Fire Emblem game, Three Houses isn't that good, so I might try it, but I don't know about that. If it's $60.
The only thing I know about Fire Emblem is there's like 50 Fire Emblem characters in Smash, which is 50 too many.
Yeah, true.
I'd say 46 too many.
Yeah, okay, fair. I know the name of like two of them.
Which ones?
If Sonic has one character, then Fire Emblem should have one character.
Well, well, the thing about Sonic is that Nintendo doesn't own Sonic.
Okay, Fire Emblem can have two characters there.
Mm,
It already has like 9 characters.
or
It has like as much characters as Mario, I'm pretty sure.
Fire Emblem? I
Yeah.
think so.
Nintendo
Yeah,
loves
like,
their Fire Emblem for some reason.
like counting Echo Fighters, I think.
Is it just me, or is every direct like in the last year started with Fire Emblem or Xenoblade?
Feels like it, at least. I don't know if that's
me
actually
think.
accurate.
February started with Fire Emblem Warriors New Hopes. Last September I wouldn't fucking remember. Probably Xenoblade. Wait, Xenoblade 3.
That's some sick rhymes.
No,
can
Xenoblade
imagine.
3 was at the end of February direct, I think.
Alright,
Yeah. So then we got some other games. It Takes Two, which I'm pretty sure won Game of the Year last year, so makes sense
one
it'd
game
be
of the year.
makes sense it'd be on Switch. Yeah, it did. I'm pretty sure.
Really?
It was funny. I remember just noting this when I was watching the direct. I'm pretty sure it also won Best Family Game against like 4 big Nintendo games from last year. So that's pretty funny. There was like- it was like- Yeah, it was like Mario Party Superstars. Fucking what was
I
another
guess
one?
all the people who voted for it don't
WarioWare.
have it.
Some other ones. Yeah, well, I heard it was a good game. I don't really care though. Then there's
I just see
Fatal.
all the record streamers streaming it, like, whoa, I
Yeah.
care.
Then we got Fatal Frame, Mask of the Lunar Eclipse, which I don't remember. Then Wave 2 of Xenoblade 3 DLC, which I knew would be in the direct. Predicted it.
You confused me for a
Yeah.
second. I'm like, what?
It's cool if you like Xenoblade.
Yeah, if you like Xenoblade 3, then you can get Wave 2. It is interesting, though, because that game, I'm pretty sure the DLC ends at the end of 2023, along with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and, like, some other game DLC shit or something. So it could be setting up a new console reveal sometime in 2024. which I could definitely see because if they're pretty much ending all this DLC at the end of 2023, something big will probably be coming after that, I think.
I mean, 2023 is just like a convenient time. I don't know what it is for Xenoblade, but for Mario Kart, it makes sense because it's like they're spreading it out every like 4 or 5 months, and that
Yeah,
is
it's
like,
just interesting to me that we've had a few mentions now of like stuff ending at the end of 2023. It's like
yeah, like if they weren't doing that intentionally, they probably would have announced and started the Booster Course Pass a lot earlier.
yeah, maybe.
Maybe not a lot, but like a year or two.
Yeah.
I've seen them doing that at the start of COVID to try to keep people engaged like they were with Ninjas and stuff.
Yep. Is it just me, or is every direct after like a long break always disappointing? Cause like
Yeah.
the one I know September or like before a big break, I guess the one at the end of September 2019, I believe, was the one before 2020. So we didn't know like anything going into 2020 except for Animal Crossing. So that direct was pretty anticipated, and then there was like the only like new game that was somewhat announced, or the only new stuff announced was like Smash Ultimate Fighter Pass 2 and Xenoblade Definitive Edition. And then the first one in 2021 wasn't like too well received. It was like decent. It was definitely better than a lot of directs before that.
I
But
only remember Splatoon 3 and Mario Golf from the February 21.
yeah, that was the good parts, but there wasn't
Wait,
as much as people were expecting, considering it was like a year and a half since the last direct at that point.
Splatoon 3 was announced in February 2021.
Yep.
Yeah, it took almost a year, or like a year and a half.
Really?
Yeah.
Which I thought was
I either forgot it was announced or have no perception of time.
No, it was announced February 2021. And then,
I thought it was announced in like the end of 2021.
nah. We got more info. We got more info about a year ago. That was the first time we got more stuff announced about it. And then we started
I don't know
getting.
if
Then we got more
Zacky.
info in February direct this year, and then
I don't know if I've mentioned this on Zacky and Veggie show before, but before they showed the Inklings in the Splatoon 3 trailer, I thought it was SMO.
yeah, you've mentioned that
How?
at least 3 times, but
Wait,
that's
I'm gonna look at the trailer. Hold on.
yeah, it is interesting.
Only other person I know who thought that was Dacid.
I was like, there's a chance, but I wasn't getting my hopes too high up. Anytime that the first or last announcement starts with like cartoonish, somewhat art style, I always think there's a chance. Even Kirby and the Forgotten Land, like that reveal trailer, it kind of crossed my mind that it could be Odyssey 2, but I didn't think it was.
Wait, I'm looking at the trailer real quick.
And it looked too different from SMO2.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Splatoon 3
Tweeting about that.
looked a lot more like it would be SMO2 than Forgotten Land.
Yep. So then we got a few other games. We got SpongeBob the Cosmic Shake. I know Veggie's gonna be getting that game.
I've never actually played Battle for Bikini Bottom or any other SpongeBob game.
Wait,
Yeah.
really? You sound like the person to be like a legend at that game.
I'm not Shift.
Yeah, why is that game so popular with speedrunning and stuff?
I don't know.
I wouldn't have played it.
I never even watched
Isn't
it.
it like a cycle-based game?
I don't know.
Yours
I could be very.
Is it? I wonder if this is like in that series or if it's just a different like SpongeBob thing.
I don't know. It kind of looks like the
SpongeBob
remake
Cinematic Universe.
graphics.
SpongeBob Cinematic Universe, yeah.
It kind of does look like the remake of Battle for Bikini Bottom that came out like 2 years ago in terms of graphics, so I can imagine it is, but I really don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then we got a rhythm game, which we have to get one of those every direct, of course. Apparently it's called Fitness Boxing Fist of the North Star. Couldn't tell you what that game looked like.
Couldn't either.
Then Oddballers, which I believe is it's gonna be hard to explain this, but it kind of looks like how do I explain it? It's like an indie like Mario Party minigame kind of game, and the characters kind of look like Fall Guys characters, except like a lot less graphically pleasing, I guess.
A lot less marketable and pandering.
Yeah, I remember seeing that, and I was like, this game actually looks like it could be decent. I'm not gonna buy it, but I could see it being like a good $20 like somewhat fun Switch game that I could see a couple streamers having fun with.
Yeah. Kind of like snipper clips.
Yeah, something like that. Or it could be like kind of like what was that game? Clubhouse Games in 2020, which somehow
that game's good.
is one of the best 2020 games. Except this one would be a lot less like real games and more like mini games from Mario Party kind of. Then we got Tunic, which I forget what that game is, but I know it's.
I actually know a little bit about it because I've seen a couple people play it a little. It's already released, but I think it's just a Switch port, and it's like an action adventure RPG. I don't know if it's an RPG. It's an action adventure game. I'm pretty sure. It looks pretty good. I might buy it. Cool.
Yeah, I heard good things about that. I think. Did that come out before, or is this the first time it's coming out?
Wait, let me check that.
Because I feel like it might be one of those games that's on Xbox and stuff already.
Oh, it released in March of this year.
Nice. And then we got Front Mission remakes, which I don't remember. And then we got the first of many farm games in this direct, which I know that's like Nintendo's target demographic here, so it's pretty nice to see that. Story of Seasons, A Wonderful Life. What do you guys think about this farm game compared to all the other ones in the direct?
It looks exactly the same.
It has the word seasons in it, so it reminds me of I don't know what
the Oracle of Seasons.
Yes. There we go. Other than that, fucking nothing. My friend probably skipped through it when we were watching it at lunch, so I don't remember it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched it. Wait, where did we all watch the direct? I watched it on the bus.
I live streamed it when I got home
Watched
because
it at
I
lunch.
wanted to stream it, and I'm gonna stream all the directs in the future.
Friends.
I can't bear to watch one when it's live if I can't stream it, because if something happens, I want to have a reaction to it.
I'm gonna be like, shit, oh my god, that's fucking... My life is now never gonna be the same.
So then we got another one that I kind of predicted would be here. Splatoon 3 information. I figured there wouldn't be any big DLC for it revealed, because I figured literally just came out. But I thought there's a good chance we'll see something small Splatoon 3 related. And we did.
Splatfest, right?
Yeah, it was just a Splatfest, and it was, if you could go to a deserted island, would you take gear, grub, or fun? I would probably go with, food, I guess.
Food, because it probably gives me the longest to live.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, like...
And then, like, I could find gear. Like, I could, like, make gear and
Yeah.
stuff if I learned
And you
how
can
to
make
do it.
fun, so.
Yeah, you could entertain yourself with ladybugs
You could ship a Nintendo Switch to the island, right?
and leaves.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of the Atlantic. I just need a Switch right now.
I'm a fairly picky eater, so I don't think I would want to eat any of whatever the fuck you would eat on a deserted island. Unless it was actual food that it brought.
Like fucking mangoes is probably the best you get.
I
Yeah.
hate mangoes.
So then we got Octopath Traveler 2, which is interesting because I thought Triangle Strategy was Octopath Traveler 2, but I guess not. These games, like, I don't know anything about them, but they look so, they like, the graphics are really good. It's like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
the graphics are pretty good.
that's what everyone looks for in Nintendo games. So
yeah. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like a Celeste kind of, not exactly Celeste, but like somewhat similar 2D pixelated graphics.
Yeah, shout out to the new Pokemon game show.
kind of like
Master
Shovel
Graphics.
Knight.
Yeah, those games always, any game with that like graphical style always looks good, so I can see why
Yeah.
people like them. But I know Square Enix has been just like putting these out. Like, I feel like we've seen this every direct, so. I don't really know what makes the games different because they all look I guess the stories are different, but
Yeah, story
every
and
time
gameplay.
every time one of these shows up in a direct, I always can't tell the difference between it and the other games they've put in directs before, but they always look nice. So
Yeah.
that's cool, I guess. I might try one of these out someday because I don't know, but it's not really my type of game. but it's interesting. Square Enix had
Alright,
like a lot of games. It has a good release date too, February 2023. What was next? Oh, Fae Farm was next. I'm sure we all remember this one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, this one was so cool. It was very different from all the 5 other ones.
Because it actually has the word farm in it.
No, if we
Wait, it's the only one with the name with the word farm in it?
Yeah, it's called Fae Farms.
I thought at least another one would have farm in the name.
guys, if we weren't minors, we would play a drinking game where whenever we see a farming or JRPG game in a direct, we would take 7 shots.
Oh my god, that would be such a terrible idea.
That would have been a good idea before this direct, but I don't know if we're going to be seeing many farm games in the next directs.
There's
Nintendo's going to... I'm happy this direct, like, nobody had a very, very positive stance on it, because if they did, I could see Nintendo making this a new theme in their directs.
Yeah, I asked a bunch of people their rankings out of 10 for the direct, and I only got one person that gave me like above a 7.
Oh yeah, I would give it a 5 or a 6.
I gave it a 4.
I would say 5, just because it had a lot of stuff I was expecting, but it really needed 1 or 2 other things, and the pacing was horrible. I don't even... Literally every other announcement was a fucking farm game or a JRPG, and then you had...
Yeah.
Well, we'll talk about the Miyamoto stuff later. That was
I wasn't
weird.
used to the farming and JRPGs taking up like 70% of the directs. I would have rated this like a 3, but that's inevitable.
Yeah.
Yeah, then the person that I asked who gave me a 7, they actually gave me 7.5, and that's because they really like JRPGs.
Okay.
That's fair then. But I mean, every direct you have a ton of JRPGs. Like, should be used to that at some point. Farm games are kind of new to this direct. You don't see those as often.
Yeah, it has the originality factor.
Yeah, and JRPG farming games, those are just like... That's
like, you're a free thinker.
Yeah, that's just gonna be bestseller on Switch. You got 2 beloved reoccurring franchises.
So let's make a Mario farming game.
Oh yeah, dude, that's the next 3D Mario.
You
Mario
find
Valley.
power-ups, like you grow mushrooms in the garden and flowers.
I feel like this is promoting some interesting things here.
Yeah, no wonder I chose to say mushrooms first.
Alright, yeah. So then we got a rhythm game, and then speaking of Mario, then we got Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope. This game actually looks pretty good. It's like...
I thought this game was out, and I feel dumb.
Nah, it comes out October or something.
I think October 20th.
That sounds right. Yeah, this game actually looks pretty good. I know a lot of people who are excited for it. It's still not really my type of thing. I don't like story-based games as much, but it looks solid. The graphics don't look horrible. Pretty sure it's on the screen right now, yeah. Yeah, I have the direct just playing while we talk. Somehow we've been talking for 20 minutes and we haven't gotten to the Miyamoto thing yet, so...
Yeah, let's pick up the pace.
Yeah, we have to pick up the pace. The direct's gonna finish before we're done talking, because I already know that we're gonna be talking about Miyamoto for a bit. Then we got Rune Factory 3 Special, which I don't know what that is.
I don't know either.
Okay.
Yeah, what? Ruin Factory? That sounds like RuneScape clap the cheeks of Wee Toad's Factory.
What?
Nothing,
Let's just move on. Alright. Then we got Nintendo Switch Online Expansion Pass, new games. When this showed up, I thought they were gonna reveal a different console at first, and then I saw the N64 controller. I was like, oh, never mind.
Maybe I thought they were gonna do like Game Boy Color or like even GBA.
Yeah, I didn't think that going into the Direct. I never thought... I thought we'd see something Switch Online Expansion Pass, but I knew it wouldn't be, like, a new set of games. I don't even think... Honestly, at this point, I'm not sure if Nintendo will even do that on the Switch. Maybe, but... I don't know if they're going to be adding on Game Boy or so.
I thought if they were going to do another console, they would do GameCube, because they kind of skipped past all the handhelds. Or at least just Game Boy.
I think Game Boy was rumored at one point, so I would... But I don't know. I feel like GameCube games
would probably go over way better than in the Game Boys.
Yeah, but Nintendo's like GameCube games are too good for Nintendo to put on the Switch. To be honest, like,
That is so true. Like, imagine how cool it would be if we, say
Mario Party
But-
7, that
Mario Party 2,
Mario
Melee.
Sluggers.
Mario Superstar Baseball.
Yeah,
They put the original Monkey Ball games on Switch. Like, holy shit!
yeah. Then we got. Oh
They
yeah.
never do that.
So in the new games, we got Pilot Wing 64, which I heard was bad, but I also heard someone say it was good in
I've
the
heard it's good.
reactions. I mean, it's a welcome addition.
Yeah,
I mean,
for the N64. So
I don't know many people who have the expansion pass because it's not a good deal, but
It's so
Rated
overpriced.
is
It's-
no-brainer.
I mean, it's weird. Like they made it, and now they're just starting to make it kind of worth it, but it's still not worth it because like a lot of the stuff is just online DLC
Yeah.
stuff, and eventually online's gonna be basically dead on the Switch. So
It's like a free update game, like Switch Sports or Mario Strikers.
yeah, I would much rather just buy the free update by itself, so I don't have to repay $50 for it every year.
Dumb.
Then we got Mario Party 1 through 3, which was cool to have. Especially with online support, I could see that being fun for the 10 people who have the expansion pass. Pokemon Stadium 2, 1080 Snowboarding, Excitebike 64, and then GoldenEye, which was overhyped.
Yeah, if I were to get this, the number one game out of this new set is probably, for me, the Pokemon Stadiums or the Mario Parties.
Yeah, for me, I'd say Mario Party 1, I guess. I don't really know how good the first three are. I never played any of them.
I only have actually.
People really like 2.
Yeah, I'll go with 2. We'll go with Mario Party 2. So then we got...
There's a sizable group of people who think GoldenEye 007 is the best Rare game, and I'm like,
Didn't Rare make Banjo?
Yeah, that's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
Kazooie, and I'm like, that's obviously that's in my opinion the clear winner.
Yeah, it's true. Then we got Various Day Life, which I'm not exactly sure what this was, but if I had to guess, I would say it's a farming game. Just a guess. Then
That's the same
It would be like modern game developers to put the word daylight into a farming game.
yeah. Then Factorio, which I would guess is also
Farming
a farming game. I hope both of those are farming games because that'd be so funny if they just put 2 right next to each other. Dude, I feel bad for the companies who just like who finally got this farming game they worked hard on into a Nintendo Direct, and then they realized there were like 5 other farming games in that Direct.
And then they're like, damn it, we're not special.
They're like,
What if they were all made by the same?
why did Nintendo put all these farming games in the same Direct? I thought we were gonna get sales because this is a pretty unique genre of games.
Getting originality points, and then the points just got taken away from them.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you're gonna play a farming game, just play Stardew.
Yeah, true. Then we got
Imagine that's good.
LB, which I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I don't know why you just read open.
For pounds, they're weighing their employees.
Yeah, it might be IB. I don't fucking know.
That's
Then
very funny here.
yeah, true. Then we got Mario Strikers Battle League Update 2, which is this game could have been so much better, dude. All they needed, in my opinion, was a story mode, and then it would have been a banger.
Or they could have just like finished the game before they released it.
True. But we did get Pauline, which is Odyssey representation, so you love to see it.
Ooh.
And then you got Diddy Kong, which is
Diddy
cool
Kong is
too.
pretty cool.
Yeah, Diddy Kong's cool. And then they said
Only
new
they
courses
put it in
and
Mario Kart.
whatever the fuck it is, so no one cares about that.
Yeah, I was really surprised when Mario Kart Deluxe came out and there was no Diddy Kong, but that's 5 years too late.
Yeah. Then we got Atelier Ryza 3 Alchemist of the End and the Secret Key.
Probably another
I'm
farming
gonna
game.
That's
say-
the highlight
I'm
of the
gonna say
Direct
it's a
for me.
JRPG.
I think that's the highlight of the Direct for me. That was my favorite game announced.
What was?
That's not exactly like
Atelier
the
Ryza 3 Alchemist of the End and the Secret Key.
Yo, that's a classic.
Yeah, I know, right? That's like bigger than Odyssey 2.
The so fucking excited.
Shut the hell up.
Then we got, okay, we're actually pushing ahead of the direct by a couple seconds here. Then we got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Wave 3, but not really.
Oh my god. Honestly, because I already knew what all the tracks were, this meant absolutely nothing to me.
It meant stuff to me. I'm at first I was like, I thought it was really stupid that Nintendo put Wave 3 in their thing and only showed 2 courses, but at the beginning of the trailer they do actually say that it's just gonna be 2 courses. I didn't catch that when I was first watching it because I was surprised. But yeah, I don't really care about the leak that much. I haven't been paying attention to it too much. I forgot Peach Gardens was in it. I knew Merry Mountain and Broken Pier and whatever is in it. But I was I thought it was gonna be a lot more. But it's coming holiday. It's pretty much what I expected. I am happy to see a little bit of gameplay.
An anonymous.
Sorry, you go first.
An anonymous person spoiled my favorite track in Mario Kart history was coming back, so that hurt me.
Oh no, what an asshole. Anyway.
But yeah, what track do you guys think What tracks do you guys think looks better? Do you think Peach Gardens or Merry Mountain looks better?
They both look good. I think Peach Gardens looks sick though.
Yeah, I like both of those. Like, I like the fact that we're getting a track that I've never played before, and what I was going to say is I was disappointed because I kind of wanted to play Merry Mountain without having ever seen footage of it, because I don't think I'd ever seen it before.
Well, it would be in the reveal trailer anyway.
Yeah, I know, but like, so far in advance, though.
Yeah, true.
It's still cool. I like, people are getting excited over there being half pipes, even though they lose time.
I'm still excited that they're.
I didn't see that.
It's cool that they're there. Yeah, they're just anti-gravity boost things, but they're half pipes, so that's cool.
Also, Garden's is awesome. I love that track.
Yeah, I think I'm a little bit more excited for Merry Mountain because I saw a Game Explain video analyzing it when it first came to tour, and it looked like a sick course.
I'm excited for both, but for very different reasons.
Yeah, Merry Mountain's always looked like the sickest like tour track in the game that's like original to tour, so
it's not as quick, so it's very unique in that regard.
So I am excited for it. Yeah. Then we got Switch Sports Golf update, which they for some reason had to delay to holiday, which is interesting because it's a golf update. It's not a hard thing to do in however long it's been since the game came out.
I think it was in March.
Yeah, the survival mode thing looks cool, but other than that, I don't have much to say
Once
about
again,
it.
just like an unfinished game on release.
Yeah. It could have been... If they had made this game in 2017, instead of 1-2 Switch, it would have been... It would have sold fucking crazy. But yeah, then we got Hi, This Is Miyamoto, Mario Movie and Nintendo World Are Things I Like, Pikmin Bloom, Here's Pikmin 4, Do You Like My T-Shirt, Bye.
We needed to get Gabe on this episode so he could be like, oh my god, Pikmin 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pikmin 4.
I don't blame people for being excited for that. They've been waiting for a fuck long time.
Wait, wasn't it announced in like 2015 or something?
It wasn't officially announced ever, but Miyamoto said in like 2013 or 2014 after Pikmin 3 came out that Pikmin 4 is almost done development. And
oh, really? Was that long ago?
I think almost. I don't know if Miyamoto knows what almost done development means because
yeah, we're almost done developing.
Most people don't consider 7 to 8 years to be the post development phase of making a game.
Yeah, that's supposed
and
to
we
be
don't
like,
even like. It was acknowledged that it exists, but we still don't have like a release date or like any info.
Well, we know it's coming 2023 now, so that's nice to know because having a year for Pikmin 4 is pretty huge considering people have been waiting so long.
Imagine it just doesn't release. Oh my god. Oh no.
I hope if they delay it, that'd be kind of funny.
If that's the case, we're gonna get a bigger British uproar than like the thing that happened last week.
Yeah.
Funny.
I know there's this one YouTuber I watch named Arlo, and he's obsessed with Pikmin, so he was...
I used to watch that guy, Cookie Monster guy.
Yeah.
I occasionally watch Arlo.
Yeah, he's cool. But yeah, I think it's just funny how everyone was expecting Mario movie, and Miyamoto comes on, and first of all, what's his name? Koizumi. He's like, Mr. Miyamoto! And then Miyamoto shows up, and he's just like, "Hello, everyone. The Mario movie and Nintendo World are things, in case you didn't know. I like Pikmin Bloom. Let's talk about that for a couple minutes." Even though it already came out like a year ago. And then he's just like, "Oh yeah, by the way, here's Pikmin 4. And then he talks about his t-shirt and looks genuinely super happy about his t-shirt. And then he's just...
You guys.
Yeah.
Wait, what even was his
Talk
t-shirt?
that merch.
It was just a P from the Pikmin logo.
Oh.
And then he shows like a
Nice,
screenshot
you
of...
remember the drip?
He shows a screenshot of gameplay. And then he's just like, "See you guys." It played so weirdly, especially since he didn't even say, like, normally in Nintendo things, if he was gonna mention the Mario movie or Nintendo World right after that, he would be like, "Unfortunately, we don't have any footage to show you for now, so you'll have to wait just a bit longer." But instead, he just immediately started talking about Pikmin after mentioning them, which was, it felt so sudden and random.
Yeah.
I don't care that much about Pikmin, to be honest. Like, the only Pikmin thing I've ever played is that minigame in Nintendo Land on Wii U, but I know a lot of people are really looking forward to it, so I'm happy for them.
Yes, I'm in
I might
kind of
play
the
it.
same boat. I never really got into Pikmin. I think I tried the Pikmin 3 Deluxe demo, maybe, for a couple minutes. I don't remember.
You guys
There's that like really
with the Pikmin game?
Yeah,
that
but
was
I know
really
the
shit
the
Pikmin
people-
game on the 3DS.
yeah, the people who like Pikmin games really, really like them, so I'm very happy that they finally got the game they've been waiting for like 10 years. They didn't get any gameplay, so they really didn't get anything, but they got a release here, which is good for them.
Oh yeah, hey Pikmin. That game was. I think that game was like horrible.
Oh, really?
From what I heard. Yeah, from what I heard, that game was really bad.
From what you heard. I don't know anyone who played Pikmin who like has said they didn't like it at all, to be honest.
Yeah, Pikmin hits a pretty good niche.
As for the
Anyway.
Mario movie, I think we'll see a teaser trailer at the Game Awards.
Okay, I think that's reasonable.
Exactly, because think about it. I didn't really think about this before the Direct, but it makes so much sense because the Sonic 2 teaser trailer came out at the Game Awards, and that movie also came out in April. So, makes sense for Mario movie to be
Isn't
the...
Mario movie also coming out April 23?
Yep. So,
Dope.
it would...
I
I mean,
I'll see that over spring break.
they pretty much have to release the trailer by the end of 2022, and I think Game Awards would make sense, and it would definitely get people hyped and watching the Game Awards, so... and hopefully if that's the case and people watch Game Awards expecting Mario movie trailer, hopefully there actually is one, because last year when people expected Nintendo to actually announce something at Game Awards, they didn't get anything.
Yeah.
So
Do we even have to talk about Just Dance 2023?
no, we
It's
don't.
just-
We really don't. I do want to say I thought the person was watching Disney Plus for the first half of the trailer, and then I realized it was Just Dance. The game looked...
That makes sense.
Yeah, the game layout looks like Disney Plus for some reason.
I don't have Disney Plus, so I don't know.
That's cringe. Then we got Harvestella, which I believe, I might be wrong, but I believe this was the farming JRPG, which is just revolutionary.
That's like combining two overdone things in Nintendo Directs and being like, wow, we're so self-aware.
That's like
True.
combining a burnt pizza and then putting like raw fries on it, like frozen fries. on the
Yeah.
pizza.
Frozen fry.
Then we got
Yeah.
some Bayonetta 3 info, which I expected, because the game comes out in like a month, I think. Then we got Master Detective's Archives Rain Code, which I don't remember at all. Resident Evil Cloud versions, I don't care, but I know that people don't like cloud versions. I don't know what that even means, to be honest, but...
Yeah, I don't really know what a cloud version is.
Yeah, I know it got a lot of hate when they did that with the Kingdom Hearts games when Sora came to Smash. So yeah, I think Nintendo should stop doing that because people don't like them.
Yeah, they better no.
Yeah, then we got Sifu, which I thought in Nintendo's description said shut the fuck up. But it just
I thought that too.
but it just said Sifu.
at the name in our group chat, I'm like, it's tricked me a few times.
Yeah. Then we got Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion. I don't even remember that being in the direct.
I do, but like we skipped past it, so who cares, right, guys?
Yeah. Then we got Radiant Silvergun Endless Dungeon, Tales of Symphonia Remastered, Life is Strange Arcadia Bay Collection, and Romancing Saga Minstrel Song Remastered. 5 games that I don't think any of us care about as well.
I've heard Tales of Symphonia is a good game. I don't know like anything about it though.
Literally the only one I've even heard of the franchise for is Life is Strange. And
Yeah. I think that's just because it was in a direct in February, I think.
My cousin really likes Life is Strange. I don't know if that means anything though.
I don't know, IRL people.
Anyways,
I'm sure it's a good
Lego
game.
Brick Tales.
Yeah, this game looks cool for people who like Legos. That's pretty much
It
it.
looks cool.
Like
Like-
DuckTales.
Yeah, I don't have anything against this being
Wait,
in the
wasn't
direct.
the Lego Brick Tales in the section where it was like just quick flashes of games and not really an announcement?
I think so,
Yeah, I
yeah.
think so, because I barely remember this.
Bro, why? Like, this game seems so much cooler than like half the direct.
Yeah,
So why
true.
wasn't it like a main?
They should have just
maybe
made
they
a
would have an announcement trailer ready.
Not gonna lie, this
But, like-
direct would have been so much better. I don't even care if it would have been good for the companies or not, but if they just did that like quick like gaming reel of all the games coming out, they should have just done all the farming games in that.
Yeah.
I don't care if the companies would have not gotten like any fucking money from that because they're
They
just
wouldn't have either. They're not, like, unless they're all being made by the same company, like, these games don't stick out at all.
yeah. People would have just thought it was like one game. They wouldn't have even realized that they were showing multiple games, to be honest. Then we had Disney Speedstorm, which I don't remember, but it was also in the quick little reel.
When I read it in the group chat, I thought you wrote Disney Speedrun.
Nah. Although we should do a Disney speedrun sometime. Let's watch 100 years of movies.
Nah, it's, Alfred did a Disneyland speedrun. It's not original enough.
Oh, true. I need to watch that video. I saw it on my recommended a couple times.
I haven't seen it either, but I should watch it because it looked kind of interesting.
It was a pretty good video.
Looks pretty mysterious.
Anyway,
Then we apparently got Fall Guys Season 2. So that's cool, I guess. I don't know
Fall
why.
Guys
I mean, Fall Guys
is
is
alive.
kind of alive again a tiny bit. I mean, I know it was... I think it's dead at this point, though. It was alive for,
it's
like...
on its last breath.
It
Yeah.
was like July.
Oh, it was alive for, like, another month or two this year. So that's cool, I guess.
Yeah, with the Switch release.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, like... It just died. Every time Fall Guys is something people play, they stop playing it after a month or two, I feel like. Even when... Like, remember in 2020 when it was popular for 1 month, and then it was, like... Like, it went Fortnite... Fall Guys for 1 month, and then Among Us, I swear.
Yeah, like Fall Guys just turned into Among Us.
Yeah. Then we got one game that I constantly forget was even announced that a lot of people haven't been talking about. It was a really random reveal. Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe.
I'm gonna put in a hot take right now. This was the best announcement in the direct.
Damn. Okay.
That's fair, honestly.
Yeah, that's
like,
fair.
Not much competition.
Of course, we had the Tears of the Kingdom release date, but that didn't really give us any info.
I think the title
And
was...
I love Kirby, so pretty hyped about that now.
Yeah, I know you like Kirby, so I can completely agree with that being the biggest announcement. At first, I thought it was actually going to be Forgotten Land DLC.
Yeah, same.
For like the first few
And I've
seconds.
seen the memes about DDD's face in the trailer have been glorious.
I haven't seen those.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. I think we'll talk about what we think, what me and Veggie think are the biggest announcements at the end. I don't know what he thinks. But
I don't. I think.
what?
Carry on.
Okay. Kirby Return to Dreamland. It looks like a fun game. It's 2D, so I think it should have come out before Forgotten Land. But it still looks fun. Although at the same time, I think it's fine that it comes out after Forgotten Land because I know Forgotten Land got a lot of people into Kirby. So maybe they'll think this game will be just as good, which I don't know if it will be. Probably not because it's 2D. But
Well, Return to Dream. Well, it's a port, so.
yeah, it's a port. So
But
I don't know how good it is. I think people say it's one of the better ones, right?
Yeah, it's commonly agreed to be the best of like the modern era Kirby games.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how when they released New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe to Switch, they released SMM2 like 5 months later. Like, except they're doing the opposite here because
Yeah.
people are more familiar with Mario overall.
Yeah.
Like, obviously,
And
if they
then-
switch on the release dates of SMM2 and SMBU Deluxe.
Also, I just have one more thing to add about this announcement.
Okay.
I'm kind of glad since this was in the direct, I'm kind of glad that the Twilight Princess Wind Waker HD rumors weren't real, because now I can actually say that my Wii is useful.
I did not think they would be real, to be honest, like at all. Gabe as the G for the YouTube viewers. Gabe kept telling me how he was like positive these would be in the direct, and I don't care how much they're fucking rumored. I did not see them being in the direct at all because you literally have Breath of the Wild 2, which I'm gonna be calling it that until the game comes out because I'm not used to the new name. They have Breath of the Wild 2 coming out next April. Why the hell would they make 2 other games before that?
Yeah.
That no one's gonna buy because they're excited for Breath of the Wild 2. And even if they put it right after Breath of the Wild 2, everyone's just gonna get Breath of the Wild 2 instead anyway. Like,
the only way I saw them being announced is if they made GameCube Online and put them on it.
yeah, I mean, I could see them being announced eventually, but not until, like, after Breath of the Wild 2 comes out. So, not,
At least 6 months after that game comes out.
yeah, like, probably not for at least a year would they be revealed.
I mean, announced, not coming out.
Yeah, because Breath of the Wild 2 is gonna sell for, like, the rest of Switch's life cycle easily. And after that. So, I mean...
And
Do you think it will sell more than the original?
That's hard to say. I don't...
It'll probably... If so, it'll take a long time, probably.
Yeah, I don't think it will, just because the Switch's life cycle... Because Breath of the Wild has still been selling. Breath of the Wild 2, people are kind of going to move on from buying it a little bit after we get the next console, which is obviously going to be a lot sooner after this game than after the first Zelda. So...
I think it will sell more eventually, because just more people have Switches now.
Yeah, I
especially
guess.
if, like, the next console is really fucking expensive and not that many people get it at first.
It feels... I feel like people would still just... If they didn't buy either of them, they're more likely to buy Breath of the Wild. Just because, I mean, it is the first one in that genre. But, I don't know. I'm sure Tears of the Kingdom will sell well, too. And speaking of that, that's the final announcement. We had a little bit of gameplay shown. It was still more of a very small tease. I think that we got a lot of teases.
Much bigger things that people got excited about, because...
Yeah. I mean, I like the teases of Breath of the Wild 2. At this point, I just need a full trailer, but I can just see them holding off for that until February Direct, which I assume we're going to get.
It's like, I still don't even know what the game is like. I don't know any mechanics of the game still.
Yeah, I'm sure it's more about...
years removed from the reveal.
Yeah, it's been like 3 years and a few months. It was revealed at E3 2019.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's going to be a lot more verticality aspects, because that's what it seems like.
By the 40 seconds of gameplay we've seen, yeah.
Yeah, the game looks really good. I never played a Zelda game, or like a 3D Zelda game. I played Link's Awakening a tiny bit, but that doesn't count. So I might actually get this, because it does look very good, but I don't really know.
One thing that I thought when I saw the teaser for Tears of the Kingdom was, at the start when Link like jumped off that cliff, I swear to God it looks exactly like City of the Skies from Twilight Princess. It looks literally so similar.
It's crazy how high up in the air he is when he does that, by the way.
Yeah.
Because, like, I've never played Zelda, but I assume we've never had that much verticality in a Zelda game before. So.
I feel like Skyward Sword, but I never played that game, so...
Yeah, even that, this seems like it might be bigger. I don't know though. I don't know anything about 3D Zelda to be honest. But yeah, the Tears of the Kingdom name reveal. Also, the direct's about to be finished, so I'm going to have to.
Talk about our opinions for the best thing.
I'm just
The
gonna
direct-
cut around
I already
this.
spot.
Yeah, you guys.
Yeah, well, first of all, Tears of the Kingdom. What do you guys think of the name and the release date? I think it's a good name. Good release date.
I think it's a solid name.
Solid.
It's a good name. Very topical. Very convenient timing. But
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
I think it's a pretty good.
second.
Yeah.
Had a knew it was probably gonna be something along those lines.
Yeah, I thought that it was gonna be something of the something. I honestly thought it was gonna be Breath of the Wild 2. I kind of just thought it was gonna be called that. I thought it'd be like a Luigi's Mansion 3 situation, where they were
If
gonna.
they did that, I would have been so mad.
I thought it was gonna be like they were gonna change the name, but they couldn't think of anything, so they just put the number on it. But I'm kind of surprised and happy to see that there is an actual name.
A new name.
Just because since Breath of the Wild sold so well, I figured they would just call this one Breath of the Wild 2, so that people, because more people in the general demographic would be like, oh, this is a sequel to that game I really like, I'm gonna buy it. But
Although it's kind of obvious that it is, even if it's not.
yeah, well, there are some very big dumbasses for people who don't play games a lot, like
Yeah.
There's some think Majora's Mask was a sequel to Ocarina of Time.
yeah.
Like, it's so obvious because they have identical like core mechanics, and I assume that'll be the case with these two games.
Yeah. The release date's exactly what I expected. So yeah, let's talk. Belle already said Turn to Dreamland Deluxe is the biggest game for her, which I can completely understand.
You go first because I'm probably about to get IRL'd. I think Tears of the Kingdom probably is the biggest thing, in my opinion.
I'm
kind
gonna.
of a,
Yeah.
especially considering the name.
Yeah.
It's definitely the thing most people are hype about.
Yeah, the gameplay looks sick. No, I think Pikmin 4 is the thing most people are hyped about.
Oh yeah, that too. I completely forgot that existed. I'm gonna mute for a minute. So
Yeah,
you
that's
talk.
fine. Personally, I really liked the Pikmin Bloom announcement. You know, definitely a game that has not already been released. No, I'm just kidding. Probably, I gotta go with Okay, this is gonna be kind of weird, especially for someone who gave this direct a 5 out of 10. Wave 3 of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I already knew Merry Mountain was coming. I didn't know Peach Gardens was coming. But I liked the little gameplay we got. I liked that there was anti-gravity. I like the half-pipes. And I'm just happy to see Wave 3 and to, I mean, that's the only thing that I know for certain I'm going to get in this direct. I might get Breath of the Wild 2. Still not sure, though, because then again, I haven't really played any 3D Zelda games before. It's never been my thing. But yeah, that's probably my thoughts on Direct as a whole. I'm not going to talk at all about Odyssey 2 or anything. Yeah, I do think it's still coming. I'll talk about that in prediction video for February Direct, assuming that is a thing we do. But yeah, everyone, that's going to wrap up this video of the Zacky and Veggie show. Do you have any closing thoughts, Belle?
No, not really. I think we covered just about everything.
Yep. Veggie's deafened, and I don't know what to talk about, so I think we're just gonna end the episode without him, because, let's be real here, this is my show. It's not really the Zacky and Veggie
It's
show.
your channel. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, he can't hear us, so everyone who's watching, just know that he's just a side character on this show to get views. Yeah, thanks for
Do you know
watching.
what subs in have?
Yeah, I do.
Oh. That's working, I see.
Yeah. Alright, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.